In the autumn of 1326, a queen returned to England with an army. She had once arrived as a child bride, wrapped in silk and promised a life beside a king. Now she came across the sea carrying steel. Her husband had taken her lands. His favorites had humiliated her. His court had pushed her aside. And somewhere between loneliness and rage, Isabella of France had found another man. His name was Roger Mortimer. Together, they would overthrow a king, but their story was not merely one of rebellion. It was a story of love twisted by power, jealousy sharpened into vengeance, and a queen who discovered that the heart could become the most dangerous weapon in a kingdom.
Welcome to OZ's TV, where history comes alive.
In the autumn of 1326, a queen returned to England with an army. She had once arrived as a child bride, wrapped in silk and promised a life beside a king. Now she came across the sea carrying steel. Her husband had taken her lands. His favorites had humiliated her. His court had pushed her aside. And somewhere between loneliness and rage, Isabella of France had found another man. His name was Roger Mortimer. Together, they would overthrow a king. But their story was not merely one of rebellion. It was a story of love twisted by power, jealousy sharpened into vengeance. Isabella was born around 1295 into one of the most powerful royal families in Europe. Her father was Philip IV of France, a ruler admired for his beauty and feared for his cold determination. Her mother, Joan of Navarre, was a queen in her own right. From childhood, Isabella was surrounded by wealth, ceremony, and political calculation. She learned that royal daughters did not choose whom they loved. They were offered in marriage to end wars, secure alliances, and protect dynasties. Before she was old enough to understand the meaning of marriage, Isabella had already been promised to Edward, heir to the English throne. England and France had spent generations fighting over land. Their wedding was intended to create peace. But peace built upon a frightened child's future is often fragile. On January 25, 1308, Isabella married King Edward II of England. She was approximately 12 years old. He was nearly twice her age. The ceremony was magnificent. Gold shimmered beneath cathedral light. Royal banners hung above the altar. Kings, princes, and nobles gathered to witness the union. To the watching world, it appeared to be the beginning of a glorious reign. But during the celebrations, Isabella discovered that she was not the most important person in her husband's life. That place already belonged to another. Piers Gaveston had been Edward's closest companion for years. The king showered him with wealth, titles, and extraordinary affection. At Isabella's coronation feast, Gaveston reportedly occupied a place of such prominence that many nobles considered it insulting. Whether Edward and Gaveston were lovers cannot be proved with certainty, but their bond was intensely personal, politically explosive, and impossible for Isabella to ignore. The young queen had crossed the sea to become Edward's partner. Instead, she entered a court dominated by another man. Was Isabella jealous? Perhaps. But jealousy in a royal marriage was never simply an emotion. It was also a question of survival. A neglected queen could lose access to the king. Without access, she could lose influence. Without influence, she could lose protection. And in a medieval court, isolation could be deadly. Yet Isabella did not immediately become Edward's enemy. For years, she remained loyal. She performed her duties. She gave birth to his children, negotiated for him, and helped repair his damaged relationships with foreign rulers. She was not yet the avenging queen of legend. She was a young woman trying to preserve a marriage that had never truly belonged to her. Edward II was not a weak man in every respect. But he was a deeply unpopular king. His military campaigns failed. His relationship with the nobility collapsed. His habit of raising favorites above older and more powerful lords created bitterness throughout the kingdom. In 1312, rebel nobles captured Gaveston. They condemned him without a lawful trial. Then they killed him. For Edward, Gaveston's death was devastating. For Isabella, it did not bring peace. The king's grief hardened into anger. And before long, a new favorite rose beside him. A man far more ruthless than Gaveston had ever been. Hugh Despenser the Younger,